Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we are going to be flying the 18-meter Viper XC by Ozone Paramotors. I've got my MacFly paramotor right here, travel cage 150, spinning a 140 prop. And the wing is over there. We've got a total crosswind, so we'll see if we can even make this happen. We may or may not just completely blow the launch. Let's not set ourselves up for failure, but it is not looking too great with how I set myself up. Super excited to get airborne again. I love the Viper XC. I recently ordered one for myself, and courtesy of Aviator Paramotor, they sent me a demo for me to make some videos of before I get mine, because YouTube content. Let's go do this thing. Let's go fly these butt fan things. Clear prop. Let's go. Alrighty, well, good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm ripping around on the Ozone Viper XC 18-meter. Anyways, I wanted to come up and give some of my thoughts on this Viper XC, play around a little bit, fly it a little bit, and enjoy this beautiful morning we have while we have it. Wanted to give this Viper XC more of a test and make a video about it. I tried to back in February at the Arizona Flying Circus, and I had no success. The GoPro just didn't love me that day. It was good to be under an Ozone again. I used a Viper 5. That was my original personal wing a little while back. I did the adventure wingman on a Viper 5, and I so would have preferred this Viper XC. The Viper XC is basically a Viper 5 with winglets, which remove the oscillation. In my experience so far, as I start to play, those winglets kind of disappear. But if I'm just trying to turn a little bit like this, I do notice them there, although you can see how little brake I have to pull to get the thing to turn. It's still super agile. It's not as slippery as the original Viper 5 is kind of my experience. The original Viper 5, you know, you just looked at it and it was rolling upside down, which was super fun for the moments which you want it to be rolling upside down, but not super fun for the moments where you didn't want to be rolling upside down nonstop. I would say the biggest thing that makes this Ozone Viper XC different, that makes it unique, that makes it special, is those winglets. Those winglets allow you to basically cruise hands off. You can see I let go of the brakes. Zero oscillation. It's darn near impossible to get any oscillation on this thing. It just doesn't oscillate, which is super freaking fun because it's the most hands-off flying paramotor I've ever flown. It's kind of how I describe it. It feels like there's autopilot, like in this weird, unique way. There's like a little bit of autopilot with the Viper XC. You just let go and it's gonna go in whatever direction you were pointing it, which is really, really nice. I personally think this is the best daily driver for most pilots. It's forgiving, it's easy to use, launches easy, lands easy, and flies really, really nice. Oh yeah, she still rolls. She's still real happy. She still gets after it. We still got some of that Viper play in us. Plays good. We still got that Viper energy in us, baby. Oh yeah, dude, it feels good to be on this thing right now. Woo, little foot drag on the weeds. Yeah, dude. Slipping and sliding sideways. like drift yourself sideways as you're flying. Woo! Yeah, baby. Right up and over this hill. I'd touch a foot drag, but that's just asking to break a prop, man. That's just asking to break a prop. Wah-bah, right through the weeds. Bam, right through the weeds. Oh, so sorry, Bird. You just cleared my lines barely. Holy cow, I can't look back. That's paying attention, Mr. Birdman. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. I got to shorten that tip steer line just a little bit. It's a little too long still. But yes, dude, this is money. She's still playful. She's still forgiving. That's the stuff that I was looking for. That Viper had that play to it, dude. It had that just flick, that pure, raw flick. Now, it's a little less just like pop to the side and she dives. Work her to the side and she goes, for sure. But she don't just immediately dive off to the side like, you know, the Viper 5 did. Let's foot drag this pond real quick, because we can. Woo! Got a little splash in there. Whoopsies. Just trying to clean your motor, Judson. This is his not fly power motor that he's been ripping around on. This tip steer line is just outrageously low. So, oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, let's bank it around this for sure. Oh yeah, bank it around this way. Woo yeah, baby. Miss this tree. Pop it up. Left down. Tip steer it around. Pull some brake. Pop. Hands up. Hands up right at the tree. Curve over. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, back to the Viper XC. You know, let's talk about a couple of the things that I don't necessarily love. I figured this would just be a first impression ramble on kind of thing. If that's not what you're looking for, sorry. The thing that I don't love about this Viper XC right off the bat is that I have to tweak the brakes. On a dudek, you just get it out of the box and it's ready to go. Ozone says they want you to be able to tune it exactly how you'd like. I understand the concept, but I don't really want to have to tweak my brakes. It's not difficult per se, it just takes time. That's the one downside I have found with like the Viper XC and Ozone wings. It's easy to do. It's intimidating, but it is easy to do. I just wish Ozone would send it at a really dialed length, and then people that want to adjust it can adjust it. That's been my only complaint so far with the Viper XC, is that I am having to tune these brakes a little bit. I mean, that tip steer line is just too long for me right now. And I even shortened it. Oh yeah, dude, this is really... Woo! Drag it through the trees, baby. Through the weeds. Bye. Oh, dude, it feels good to be on the old Viper XC, dude. This feels good. So now that kind of rolls me into, like, who do I think this wing is for? I think this is arguably the best all-around wing for a 100-hour plus pilot. Excuse me, 150-hour plus pilot. I think at about 150 hours, you're ready for this Viper XC, and it's just so forgiving and playful. Whee! I find it to be like the best all-arounder I've flown for just like everyday use, cruising around, longer cross countries, because it's still decently fast. I'm going to do more speed tests later, and it still carries that energy really freaking well. Ooh, yeah, she glides though, I'll tell you that. She's efficient. I think the aspect ratio is 5.8, so it's a pretty efficient, pretty spicy meatball, as we could call it. Let's see if I can just keep us gliding over this. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, no. Not quite. Not quite. Oh yeah, let's bake it. You do have to kind of push through the winglets. I will tell you that. They don't just, your wing doesn't just immediately roll. You kind of have to push through the winglets. As soon as you push through them, as I say, like as soon as I brought the tip down a little bit, those winglets disappear and you don't really notice them. But if you're just trying to do like a little bow, it doesn't want to, which is just a downside to those winglets. The pros to those winglets is that you don't have any oscillation. So when you go hands off and you want to cruise for 20 minutes, a half hour, whatever, 2 minutes, you don't have to worry about battling that oscillation. You just let go and it just flies, dude, which is so nice. I wish I had had that on the Adventure Wingman, because I was constantly battling the oscillation of a highly overloaded Ozone Viper 5, which I handled, but I didn't enjoy. This wing I would have so enjoyed. Now, the one interesting thing with Ozone that I'd like to point out is that they typically have a little less reflex in them than Dudek. So they act and handle and feel a little bit more like a traditional airfoil paraglider, which I like. They talk a little bit better to you. Reflex kind of muffles that communication. The Ozone lineup is really good at having that conversation with you in a way that you can comfortably understand and respond to. I really like that. Like in big turbulence, I love having a wing that just comfortably talks to me, tells me what's going on, and then I can make the corrections I would like to make. Reflex is kind of like suspension in a car. It kind of dampens that feeling ever so slightly. For like big turbulent stuff, I like to have something that kind of talks to me a little better. That's kind of a personal choice. I think if you're used to a paragliding wing, if you're used to active piloting, that would probably be your preference, because reflex can be really trippy when you're new to it. This is just what dreams are made of, dude. Green fields, nothing else to do but to fly around it and foot drag through it. I gotta check the time. I can't be late for my own class. That'd be unacceptable. I got 20 minutes. Oh, dude, the one thing Ozone does really well with this Viper 5 is she carries energy like nothing else. Yeah, buddy. That Viper 5 just carries energy so good. So good. Look at this, man. This is just what dreams are made of. Just cruising through some farm fields on a paramotor. Just swaying slowly back and forth. The big acro stuff is cool and fun. I just love the light sway, man. It makes me feel like I'm just out here just cruising. Whee! It's funny that those winglets just stop the sway. You actually have to keep swinging it. Like on my warp 2, as I get it in this little sway back and forth, I could just keep it there by almost doing nothing. This I have to actually keep going into it with those winglets. It's not autopilot, dude. You just let go. It's like, all right, we'll just go straight. That's like, okay, just go straight. Which is really fun, by the way. That's kind of the advantage of having those winglets. Oh yeah, dude. Let's do a little bloop, water foot drag action. Ooh, got some wet corn over here. Who knew wet corn would get me so excited this early in the morning? Yeah, see, just like let go, little throttle, maintain altitude, she'll level out. She'll flatten out. Look at that. Look at that. That's freaking autopilot right there, dude. Wow, that's a beefy road they're building. Is this what I think it is? Oh, there's water there. Hello, construction equipment. This is asphalt, dude. I want to foot drag some asphalt. Let's just ruin this shoe, shall we? Actually, my left shoe has more tread than the right because I typically foot drag my right shoe. We're dragging some foot here. So let's do a little left foot drag here. Get some of that action going on. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, it's just a butter smooth morning. Absolute butter. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, I gotta start making my way back. Yeah, so this is the thing that the Viper XC does so well. I am not on the throttle. I've got cruise control on. No hands on the brakes. I'm just perfectly tracking straight. Now, let's cause a big turn real quick. Let go. Doing nothing. No weight shift. Doing nothing. Cruise control still on. Hands are not doing anything. And we just level out going the direction we were facing. Touch a weight shift, boom, oscillations completely pretty much gone. That's the thing that the Viper XC does so well. It's the most autopilot flying wing I've flown. You just like set it and forget, like no hands, just flying. That's where it shines. That's where it's a really awesome wing. We're gonna trim this bad boy out, see how she goes. All right, so we're trimmed out on basically a smooth, light wind, no wind day. I don't know if this is accurate, but this is saying we're doing 45 miles an hour. That would indicate that we're going really, really fast, just trimmed out. There's two different risers with the Viper XC. There's the standard risers and there's the PK risers. Standard risers have a longer trim. This is the standard riser. I'm fairly certain. Could be mistaken. Kind of looks like it has PK. Anyways, there's a standard and a PK. The standard riser has a longer trim range than the PK riser does. The PK riser has the power attack system, which means when you go to apply speed bar, not only does it apply speed bar, it also puts the trims up for you. There's some pulleys in the riser system itself that as you press the bar, the trim just all moves up on that pulley, on those strings, on those cords. And so, you know, if you want to go from full speed to no speed, you know, all the beans to no beans to all the beans, you can really easily with those PK risers. You also have a very nice long trim range. I'm not 100% sure what the difference is in the trim range between the standard risers and the PK risers, but I'm fairly certain there is a bit of a difference. I will say though, I am freaking hauling booty. 45, I wonder what I'm doing trimmed out. Well, I wonder what I'm doing on bar, basically. I'll have to do that test at another time. I really do got to get in and land so I can teach this class. We've got 7 brand new students here at our school called Backcountry Paramotor here just south of Salt Lake City, Utah. Check us out at backcountryppg.com if you're interested in that information. So far, I'm having a really good time with it. I'm going to climb as I get closer so I can do a few wing overs with it. She has some barrel rolls. Left. Pop to the right. Oh, dude, that was fun. Dude, she throws down. Come on, man. She throws down good. The Viper XC, baby. I gotta stop saying baby, dude. I just get so excited. That threw down so good. That threw down better. All right, that was better. Let's real quick check my trim's neutral speed for you guys. So my trim top speed was cruising around 44, 45. Right now I'm cruising around 34, 33, 32, 29. Let's fly in a straight line. 29, 30, 31, 30. So we're cruising around 30 miles an hour trimmed in. 45 allegedly trimmed out. I don't know how accurate that is, but that was what I was experiencing today. That's a pretty wide trim range. That's actually a really wide trim range. All right, we're working around. All right, guys, well, that was a short first impressions of this Viper XC. I'm gonna try to do another video, another flight here soon, going over more of the numbers, climb rate, speed, all of that stuff. I did not have that opportunity today just because of time, but I wanted to make this video real quick talking about that Viper XC. Right off the bat, a couple things that I liked, a couple things that I didn't like. First off, it's the best autopilot flying wing I've ever flown, as I would call it. You just let go and it goes whichever way you were going. I was super impressed with the speed range, and it still has that Viper 5 play. It's got insane amount of energy. I was able to barrel roll that better. Oh, we got Texas, 15-year-old Texas landing. Attaboy. I was able to barrel roll that better than most wings that I've flown recently, which I was really having a good time. The McFly carbon spars kind of has something to do with that. It's such a good unit. Anyways, thing that I didn't love, I don't love how Ozone sends it stock with the brake lengths and the pulleys. You always have to change it. I'm gonna make a video about how I change it and how I set it up. I'd recommend watching that if you own an Ozone wing. Anyways, that is it for this video. If you're interested in more information about that Viper XC, contact us at Backcountry Paramotor. Go to backcountryppg.com. All of our contact information is there. And I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully, where I'm talking about more numbers.